Does not cut all the way through. Let's see how it cuts fake fur. And you can see, does not cut. Does not cut all the way through, boys and girls. So we're gonna sharpen these. Well, good afternoon. What's going on in Virginia? All right. Yeah, the standard twice as sharp comes with 100 grit wheel. The white wheel, it's 100 grit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I have two, and I have two twice as sharps, and the other one's got um well, it may not have it on it right now. I may have switched it out, but it normally has a 100 grit wheel on it. The one I was using this morning, the one I use most of the time, has a 240 grit diamond wheel on it from Continental Diamond Tools. I bought it before everybody was offering a diamond wheel for the twice as sharp. I've had it for a number of years, and it works great. It's my go-to wheel for sewing scissors, and I do a couple of dozen pairs of sewing scissors every week. What's going on out there, Chris? Are you working in the ambulance? That looks pretty good. So it'd be pretty cool just to set your ambulance out in front of the restaurant. You could be you could be sharpening while people are eating dinner. So I don't know specifically what the poultry setup had for an original wheel. I'd have to look that up. The 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 first twice as sharp that I bought was just the basic one for sewing, not for sewing scissors, but yeah, for sewing scissors, industrial scissors, and it came with the 100 grit, uh, the cheapest wheel that they had. I'll have to do some research on that. I don't I don't know everything that Wolf offers now in terms of wheels. I know they have multiple setups and they recommend different wheels for different operations. That's cool. That's a great idea, Chris. Man, I'd leave it out there in front of the bar. Ah, that's awesome. All right, I got to move some fans around in here. It is 91 degrees in the shop. I'm sweating. Yeah, I've heard people have had good luck with the wood turners uh, wheels. I've never tried one. Man, that sounds wonderful, Chris. All right, I got to move the dust collector around, turn some lights on here. I'm discombobulated. Now these are beveled edge grooming shears, so these don't go fast. Yeah, summer has come to Southeast Texas. Well, I mean, the one I was using this morning when y'all were watching, that's my standard twice as sharp for sewing scissors. And I was saying some of those were pretty beat up and so were pretty rough. So the 100 grit would have taken more material off of it. But I still like the finish for the sewing scissors on the 240 grit diamond wheel compared to the 100 grit. I guess it's aluminum oxide. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have one here handy. I've got multiples of them, but they're all packed away. But I think they cut better. And I do several quilting shops, and the ladies say they really like the finish and how the scissors cut when I sharpen them, and that's with the diamond. I'm gonna stop at 1,500 on this one since this is a grooming shears here. Did that answer your question, Chris? I hope it did. If I understood it correctly. I try to get the material like uh, the quilting ladies. I know exactly the material that they're cutting, and so that's easy. I just did a company that does drapery, and I asked them for some of the heavy drape material so I could test their scissors on it and how crisp they cut. And also I have an oil and gas company that makes they make something for the oil and gas industry, some kind of screen and they cut this stainless steel screen with these heavy duty scissors that they buy, and they gave me a bunch of that material. So when I sharpen their scissors, I want to make sure that screen cuts clean. The actual material that they're going to cut. And sometimes it just means not honing the scissor. You just use the 240 or whatever you've got, and don't hone it so it has a little bit more bite to it, if that makes sense. Everybody likes the CBN, you know. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just what you get used to. And the customer's the ultimate judge on all of this. That's it. That's all you got to do. I may have to jump off here in a few minutes. I've got a young lady coming to pick up her knives. I've got a bunch of knives today that I didn't plan on. People have been calling me or texting me and saying, "Hey, can you do some knives?" And bring them over, bring them over. So I haven't popped back online because I've been so busy. Oh, I don't want to do a 3,000. I don't know what I was doing that for. See, I'm getting distracted here. I don't go inside their building. I do the scissors in my truck when I go to the shops, because it does kick off a lot of dust. Now there was a shop. There was a shop. It's closed down now. That had me set up in their back room, and I did use a dust collector on it. I used my shop vac. I have a mini, one of those little gallon and a half shop vacs, and I just recently bought a cordless shop vac for my truck. Dude, we're in Texas. I'm in Southeast Texas. We don't have winter. Long as it's not raining and I can actually get inside the truck. I have a camper top on my truck. All right, y'all hang on one second. Yeah, with the if you have a misting system, you don't need one. But I bought a and I carry little fans with me too, blow the stuff one way or the other. But the two quilting shops that I go to, I usually schedule it where I just work out of my truck. Nice, man. You'll get some good business there. Get you a little cheapy shop vac if you're worried about the dust. You can use something like that. So I was invited to a quilt show recently. They wanted me to pay $140 a day for the booth and be there for 3 days, and I told them no. Said I'm not paying for a booth. I'm sorry. Not happening. Not for a one-time event. If some other sharpener wants to do it, that's fine with me. I didn't want to deal with it. I like going to the shops. It will. That's going to launch your business, man. It's going to be really good for you. You'll get your name out there, that's for sure. I like dealing with the quilters. I like the sewing ladies. I've gone to a couple of quilting guilds. They feed me when I'm there. They always have like a potluck. Good times, man. Good times. A lot of I guarantee there's a lot of quilters, a lot of ladies that sew in those rural areas. Be fantastic. When I do set up at the quilt shop, I tell them to bring their knives too. So I'm also sharpening knives, and I usually make when I go to one of those shops, I usually make about $500 for 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours a time there. That's good money. All right, so these we're not cutting one ply tissue. So let's see how they are right now. Oh, just like butter. All right, they're cutting at the back, cutting in the middle, and more importantly, the tip. Look at that. Look at that. How nice and crisp that is. She will be happy. So this girl takes pretty good care of her shears. I'll show you the nice little cases she's got for everything. That feels pretty good. Make sure they're clean. I have so much hair floating around in here. All right, let me show y'all. So she's got all of her shears in nice little cases like this. And see, I'm going to trim that up right there, make it look really nice for her. When she opens up her case, it'll be all pretty. They went on vacation, so she dropped these off yesterday. She's not coming back to get these until June 10th, but I don't have anything else to do today. So let's do the curved ones. See that? They're not out. One of them's not out here. I think I left the door closed. Where is she at? Come on. Come on. Come here. There she is. She's back. She was sitting by the door. I had the door between the shop and the house closed, and she's sitting right by the back door. So those aren't too bad. They're just a little crunchy. Hobby Lobby. Did I tell you about this? That you need to sign up for their emails because that fur, this stuff is like $25 a yard. But if you sign up for their emails, about twice a year, they'll send you a discount coupon for like anywhere from 30 to 50% off of any fabric. And that's part of the fabric. Don't buy the white. I bought the white because that's all they had last time. And everything I wear is black. I wear black t-shirts. That's all I wear. And so I'm constantly fighting that white fur. Get the black or the gray fur, but they didn't have it last time. So I still have a ton of it. But yeah, that Hobby Lobby, the regular price is outrageously expensive. Ginger, Ginger are the only scissors to buy for an 80-year-old lady who wants to cut stuff. She'll love them. Ginger. Somebody spell that out. Can y'all type that out for him? Ginger sewing scissors. You can get them on Amazon. Most quilt shops and sewing shops sell them, and obviously you can probably get them on Amazon cheaper than anywhere else. But that's what I recommend. Gingers. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to try my new deburinator. I like it. Tool, little tool. Are you talking about this? Oh, don't want that. So is was this what you were talking about? Oh, is this what you're talking about with the screws? And this is I'm at 6. So whatever that is, what's 60? What's 60% of 2,500? This you can get this. Go to sharpenup123.com. He's in Oklahoma. He made this specifically for me because I didn't like this one. I didn't like it being square like this. I needed something smaller because of my arthritis, and he made this one for me. Tracy Marks is his name. I'm constantly at 60% power. I sharpen constantly on the flat hone at 6. So whatever I guess that's 60% of 2,500, which is the maximum speed on this. Looks pretty good. Let's see if it's cutting good. Let's do the ride lines next. Beautiful ride line. That looks good. Well, I'm waiting on two people to show up now. Somebody just texted me. The Edge Pro also has some of these. I kind of like the way they're. It's called a UFO tool. You might check out theirs. You might like them. All right, we're just going to see if they cut one ply. Oh, look at that! Look how wonderful that is. Let's do a little faux fur. That's what they care about right there. That little. They want to make sure that tip cuts good and they can get that nice little work around that dog's face. So there we go. Those are done. Time is it? 3 o'clock. Somebody texted me. I always forget that I can look on my phone, but I can also look on my. Somebody wants Shears sharpened today. All right, I'm gonna have to call her back. Probably not going to do them today. It's 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. If she wants to bring them tomorrow, I'll do them. I'm gonna mess with this grooming stuff tonight and get it done. I'm not gonna take any more shears today. I don't think. Awesome. All right, we're good. All right, let's see if we can get one more pair done. There's her nice little case. I'm gonna trim up all the schmudgies inside of it. So those are done. Let's see what else we got. Now, how I like to see how these are going to cut is use end wraps, not tissue paper. And see, those are not cut. See this, how it's not cutting all the way through? It should cut all the way through that paper, and it's not. Well, just give you an idea. Let's see how. And this is not the right medium to test these. This is the right medium. Rabbit fur. All right, I got somebody pulling up, guys. Y'all may have to listen to me conversate with a customer, but I'll be back.
Sharpen grooming tools. Oh, okay. She has a Toyota. It was a red Toyota. There's everything on all the sleeves. Perfect. I got the sleeve line my face. Oh my god, that's not even mine. Nice. Yeah, it's all. I have all the ones with the yeah, it's still all mine. Yeah, it's no, she left down here about these. I redid them all. Oh, as hell. So I'm gonna go back. I fix all the tips. Yes, she said these are her favorites. They're her favorites. And he was like talking about how they're chips and some of them. And don't worry, I told her. Go over that box. I was like, some of my knives are not that dull. You better be careful in there. So it also. So I'm looking at her right now. So she has a girl. I don't have anywhere to put these. I have to put them in this box. Fine. But I'm worried it's like maybe filling them out. I'm worried about her. No. I knew Susan I got up. She would do that. She went perfect. She looks adorable. Little bit with a man. Yeah. She have a health problem. Okay. You get some. Perfect. Yeah, I can pay extra for. No, I'm literally trying to get rid of these. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, it's an empty place, it's an empty place. Yeah, so it's very. What picture of that? Really, okay, I do want a lot of people to be able. Perfect. Hey, how are you? As you roll off, I thought it was too far. Yeah, yeah. So it gets there, yeah, it's fine. That's true. They're heavier, so they might grow better. Yeah, I got mine. So I think Pittsburgh for a bit, so I'll go drive, so I wanted more snow. But I just bought that one like a year ago. So yeah, I got it. The video, you know. Car. It's going to do the same thing. Hey, good seeing you. Hey, I didn't do anything with the scissors except they were a little bent or something. So I just kind of adjusted them, polished them. So let me know how they cut. Okay? And all the cooker blades were cutting great. Okay. All right, see ya. Bye. Yeah, it is. I thought it was a big save. I think it's supposed to say. It's still good. This is going to take up too much room. I know. Yeah, this is so perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah. I make a lot of this. Yeah. I ordered like 1,000 of these. I was going to sell them at the farmer's market. That was like 6 years ago. Oh my gosh! I still have some of them left. It's like I'm gonna get rid of them. Yeah, I'm giving them away at the farmer's market. So perfect. So thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get when I move out. I'm gonna have one of those metal magnetic things. But in the meantime, this would be perfect. I think you can order a bit more not raw. I know, but it just takes like. I know. And I saw that's why I like the idea of hanging them up and like. more time explain it better. And then do you do sewing scissors? Do you have cards? Because my mother-in-law, but she makes cards. So, yes.
We're getting a lot of
These old these old school. I love those. So thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Have to do business. So see, it's folding that fur. If you sharpeners are out there, you want to know, it's the thinning shears, the dog thinning shears have a hard time cutting this fake fur. You really ought to test them on real rabbit fur. That's been my experience anyway. All right, so let's see if we can sharpen these, and then we're going to call it quits for the day, I think, or at least on the camera wise anyway. It's 3 o'clock. I'm about tired and it's freaking hot out here. So just looking at this, just wear. Oh, I feel something there. All right, we'll have to work that. Let's do this one first. Not going to take much. I'm going to leave it. I'm only going to go to 1,000 grit. I want this a little grippy. I found if you over polish these, they will push fur. And especially with as many different dog coats that they deal with. All right. Get my deburnator. Flip that burr over. Looks good. Think I got the burr off. All right, let's go work the ride lines now. Anybody out there still watching? Watching this boring stuff? Hey, Larry. Oh, Something in the air. It's killing me. Wind's kicking up outside, but it's still hot. "91 in here." Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. All right, this is the one that had just a little bit of an issue to it. These have never been sharpened. These are factory. I can tell they're factory. That sounds so wonderful. Did you have your rum last night? Still see a little something on that tip. I had a little bit too much wine and a little bit too much whiskey last night at dinner with my daughter and her husband. Went to their house. All right, so I want to ramp these teeth just slightly. It wasn't you, Larry, that was talking about the rum. Couldn't remember. Somebody was talking about rum last night. All right, I think we're golden. And I got 2 or 3 more pairs of thinners and chunk. Medicinal purposes only. That's what I use. That's exactly what I tell my wife. Said it's for my rheumatism. It's my rheumatism medicine, as Granny Clampett would say. Most people don't know who Granny Clampett is. All right, I think I'm gonna stop here and turn the. Can y'all hear the dust collection system in the back when it goes on and off? Can you hear the fans? That's still not cutting great. It's cutting better. Can't hear it. Y'all see that now? See, it's cutting the hair. So now we're golden. Those are cutting. She will be happy with those. All right, guys, that's 50 minutes. And we got 3 pairs done. I got 2 more pair to do, but I'm gonna take a break. I hope you guys have a good one. Good afternoon, good evening, and cheers from Southeast Texas. Hey, Jim, sorry I'm catching late. I'm done. I'm done for now anyway. You know what? I also noticed it's not closing all the way at the tip. So I'm going to adjust. Oh, no wonder. See that? Now it's closing. Ah! So check that. See what I did? I didn't check that bumper and it was loose. Yeah, I'm gonna go cool off. All right. I'm gonna go get me something cold to drink. I am sweating out here.